Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Stars. Sorry, y'all, if my nails are a little dirty. Okay, y'all. After doing my nails, Saturday night. Okay, I didn't even get to finish them. I finished filing them Sunday after church and taking my mama out to eat, and then, okay, y'all, I still haven't polished them. I decided to come out here in the garden with my husband, and we had to transplant our beans, our cucumbers, and our onions. And I also added these supports to the tomatoes and the beans and cucumbers and the squash. So yeah, I've been out here playing around in dirt, literally. Okay. And try to grow some food. Y'all, we tried to grow some food. We tried to grow some food. Anywho, the message that God gave me, okay, which goes interesting enough with that, because I've wanted a garden for so long. And I remember when I first had interest in gardens, I did not realize that it was possible to have a garden that was, how do you say, like transferable or movable, or that's all I can think, like a garden that could, like, you can move it, and everything that I'm planting is in either buckets or planters, or like an actual, like a bed. And I haven't installed the garden bed. Someone did gift us with a garden bed. We haven't been able to install it, not because it's not an awesome garden bed, but because that we want to save it for when we have somewhere that we know we're going to be there for a minute. And but it as well, because it is, like, you screw it together, and you can easily just unscrew it, take out, either pile the dirt in the bags and take the dirt too, or it's dirt, you can just spread it out. But anyways, that one is cool too. But I just feel like these are neater. These are less of a hassle and less of a pickup when it is time to move, like, than the actual garden bed. The garden bed is gonna have to be a permanent thing. But anyways, at first I didn't realize this, and I think I tried to plant. I grew some calendula, calendula, calendula. I grew some calendula, okay, from seed. Uh, that was the first plant I ever grew. I loved it. I used it for tea, and eventually, I started to grow other plants. And this time is my first time growing from seed and actually, like, seeing things pop and grow like they are. Because after I grew that calendula plant that sprouted miraculously for me, I just could not, I did not have a lot of luck. I think I had one tomato plant that grew from seed, and I never got to eat the tomatoes off of it. All of I bought a lot of plants from the store, and that helped me to learn how to take care of plants that were already alive. However, I have had such a hard time growing from seed, but it doesn't matter. Over time, I actually learned that it is possible to, have a garden that is relocatable, have a garden that, you know, just because you can't, like, really go in and do garden beds and have, like, a lavish garden, which I would love. Okay, but at the same time, if you can't do that and you can't do anything permanently, there are other ways that you can have temporary gardens, even, but anyways, I just feel like God is saying, for someone, you are going to have that aha moment, okay? That aha moment, just like I had that aha moment when I realized I could have a garden. I just have to move everything. I have to make sure that I have it to where it is relocatable. If we had to just if we had to pick up and move instantly, I can easily pick up all the buckets, and put them on the truck and take them to the new location and take the buckets off the truck and everything is fine. And, I could take the greenhouse down, rebuild the greenhouse, and it's just, but I just feel like, for someone, there is something that you have been really wanting to do, something that it draws interest in you. And it's a good interest. My interest in gardening has always been looking at how much I spend on herbs and how much I spend on vegetables, and realizing, if I knew how to grow my own food, I could literally continue, because after you could grow it the first time, it goes to seed, you collect the seeds, and you just keep going. And I just feel like, it's an investment initially, but it is a good investment. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be, because a lot of my pots I got from the dollar store. Like, you don't even have to be. Some of the seeds came from the dollar. Like, you don't have to, I feel like you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like too crazy. But I feel like God is saying, someone, you're going to have an aha moment, and it's going to be because there is something that you really want to do, and you thought that you wouldn't be able to do it for whatever reason, and it is going to come to you in your head. The thought is going to come to you, and you are going to realize the steps that you would be able to do that thing now, not later. The scripture comes from Psalms 30. Design, O God, to rescue me. Deign, O God, to rescue me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Let them be put to shame and confounded who seek my life. Let them be turned back in disgrace. Who desire my ruin, let them retire in their shame. Who say to me, aha, aha. But may all who seek you exalt and be glad in you. And may those who love your salvation say ever, God be glorified, but I am afflicted and poor. O God, hasten to me. You are my help and my deliverer. O Lord, hold not back. Okay, so I feel like whomever this is for, you are really in distress, trying to figure out how you can, like, whatever it is you're trying to figure out how you can possibly, it's something where you are trying to do it in a way where you are, whatever, you want to be respectful to anyone that it may affect, and you want to be, how do I say it? I just feel like, for someone, you feel like what you want to do is not in the guidelines, or you feel like it would cause damage, or it could cause some kind of problems. And God is saying that there is a way for you to achieve your goal while simultaneously not causing any kind of stress to anyone else, or not bothering anyone else, or not annoying anyone else, or not causing any damage, like, having to, like, causing damage, like me actually digging up or building beds that are permanent, or building a permanent greenhouse, or trying to do, like, trying to change things that, I can't. And I just feel like, for someone, that's what God is saying. That's just like, you can't put yourself in a position, or you can't do something to where, you feel like you can't do it, because the way that you are thinking of doing it, the way that you want to do it, the way you would like to do it, just like I said, I would love to have a full, huge garden. But I can't do it right now. This greenhouse is wonderful, right? This greenhouse is a blessing. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you once again. Like, a blessing. And it is just like, it's perfect. Like, it's okay. It's not, it's perfect for what we need. And I just feel like God is saying, for someone, you are going to have an aha moment to where you are going to realize that there is a way for you to achieve your goal and you are missing it. And you are going to realize, as soon as you realize what this is, what this way is, what this way that you'll be able to achieve your goal while simultaneously staying in the guidelines, staying in the rules, staying um whatever. But you know, like, God is just basically saying, like, you're trying to do everything correctly, you're trying to do everything right, and because you are trying to do everything right, that's not a bad thing, that is a good thing, that is a beautiful thing, because some people just, you know, are disrespectful. But God is saying that He is going to show you a way to accomplish that task while simultaneously being in the right. Like, not exactly in the right, but it's just kind of like to say you're not going to be feeling as though you are being rude, or you're being disrespectful, or you being mean, or you're like overbearing, or like you are trying to like impose or anything. Like, it's something that someone wants to do, or something that someone has been wanting to do. And you know, like I said, you know, like the scripture says, "O God, to rescue me, make haste to help me. Let them be put to shame and confounded who seek my life." Maybe this is someone you have always, like I said, I have always wanted, for years, I have wanted to plant a garden. For years, for years, for years. I have had success with plants that I have bought from the store, but from seed, I have not been able to actually, you know, but I just feel like God is saying for someone, um, you just feel like you feel shame. And for the longest time, that's how I felt. Like, I felt kind of frustrated and annoyed that I've always had such a hard time growing things from seed and getting things like the seeds to pop. Like, I have had some real horrific situations where I was just simply trying to get the seeds to pop, and they just refuse. And I just feel like, you know, like, and now it's just, I look around and it's emotional for me because I see so many things that I planted the seed for and they popped, and I'm just like, like I said, I have store bought too. I do have store bought. I am not against buying plants from the store at all. However, it does feel wonderful to see things that you grew from seed. You know, like when they start to pop, it feels wonderful. Like, you know, I love the pepper plant. Like, hold on. Oh. Okay, so I love this pepper plant, which I bought from the store, but at the same time, these, which I grew from seed, okay, I actually grew them in this, okay, which actually was for another herb that's back here, probably either one of these that I purchased. But anyways, at first I was using the seed trays, but then I started using the seed cups, and the cups that these come in, and it works so well. Like, I did that with several other ones too, like, and they just started popping for me, y'all. And this is a different kind of cup that I purchased, but you know, this one too that I from seed, it popped, and when I put it in the seed trays, it didn't pop. And then, you know, it's just, but anyways, God is saying that for someone, you may have had to feel a little shame when it comes to this. And you know, like I said, I have felt shame when it has came to this. Even last summer, me and my son tried to grow a whole tray full of stuff. Nothing like grew. They got to a certain point and they just never, and I had to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. And I just feel like God is saying for somebody, this is something that you want to start. This is something that you want to do, and it's important. And I feel like it's even important for you to start. Like it was important for me to start the garden, because if I don't start now, I'm gonna miss out on the entire season. Like, and that's just honest. I will end up missing out on the entire season. We need food. Okay, it's not like a situation where I'm just growing things just because they're pretty, which is nothing wrong with doing that either. However, everything in here I I use for more than just the purpose of being able to experience having it around me. Like either it is food, or it can be used as medicine, or it can be used as seasoning or herbs, or it can be used for like lavender for like fragrances or cleaning supplies. And it's just, but anyways, it's just like, I just feel like God is saying, if you don't go ahead and start and just try the best way you can, just like I said, the first time I had that one plant, one plant. It ended up dying out, but that one plant, but I just had that one plant to take care of, one plant to put forth effort taking care of. And then God moved me up to where I couldn't start from seed. I had a hard time starting from seed, but I had a good time, a easier time buying plants that I found in stores and in garden centers. And then now I'm journeying into this new period. But if I wouldn't have put forth the effort to even try, then I wouldn't have been able to get to this point. I wouldn't have been able to learn what I'm learning now. And prayerfully I'll be able to get better and get better. And when I do have everything together and I'm able to have my own property, I'm able to have a house and I have space, I'll be able to have a garden and I'll actually be able to take care of it. But you can't do anything, you won't know how to do anything that you put forth no effort to learn or try. And God is saying that this is the way that you will not be put to shame. This is the way that you will not have to worry about disgrace. You will not have to worry about shame, because He is going to turn it around for you, and He is going to give you the answer that you're looking for of how you can do this thing while simultaneously being respectful, while simultaneously being yeah, I just feel like someone, you want to be respectful. For someone, you may just be scared to do it. For someone, it may just be a situation where you feel like it's something that is just impossible. You feel like it's impossible for you to do this. It's impossible for you to make this work. It's impossible for you to work this out. God is saying that it's not a situation where it's impossible. It's not a situation where like you have to think like it's not a situation where sometimes I feel like when we feel like we can't do something we really want to do, or when we feel like um, it's hard for us to do something or to accomplish something a certain way, we automatically assume that it's not meant for us and we could never have it and we could never achieve it, and we get depressed and we get sad. And God is saying that He is not wanting you to get depressed. He doesn't want you to get sad. This is not something that is impossible. It's just that you're not thinking outside the box, just like I said at first, I ordered garden beds because we were going to create a permanent garden, and then we haven't moved yet. Like, so plans change. We can't have a permanent garden. But at the same time, I just feel like God is saying, don't give up, just because you can't do it exactly the way you wanted to doesn't mean you can't do it at all. Don't give up on what you aspire to do, especially when it's something good that you're doing to either help others or to help yourself. And that's the message, you guys. Sorry about the messages being late, y'all. I have been in the garden all day. All day, all day, all day, all day, all day. And also trying to rest because I was in the garden this weekend and my body has been sore, y'all, from transplant. I have had to transplant. Um, I'm trying to get everything in its permanent pots. So, I had to transplant the tomato and the eggplant that I purchased and put them in bigger pots because they came in the smaller pots. Um, then I transplanted all of this tree. I bought a lemon tree. I bought a little what is it, like a dwarf lemon tree. So I had to transplant that, and that was like it was a lot. I feel like it was a lot because the bags of soil are just so heavy, and I had to just keep lifting. Then I had to mix everything, the nutrients and the soils in, and keep like it was a lot. But anyways, I'm almost done. 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 I just need the permanent place for the jalapenos, and then I am done having to transplant and stress, at least transplant big things. The only other things I have to worry about are my herbs over here. My little ones, like my marigold and my black opal. My little babies over here that I grew from seed. Now those I did start in my deal. I started these in my little seed trays and they actually did pop. So I transplanted them to these little cups so that they can have some more space so that they can grow. But anyways, and get bigger. But anyways, y'all, that's the message. I'm just I'm so excited. Like, can you tell I don't have no friends? I'm so excited, and I'm really like just chit chatting with y'all while simultaneously giving y'all the message. But now I see why God wanted me to record after gardening, because the message was within the experience. Okay, and once again, that goes back to the message of God saying that there's a way for you to achieve this thing now so that you can get the experience you need, so that when you can have it the way that you want it, you will know what to do. That's the message, y'all. God is just so. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.